In this tutorial, we're going to look at a great module called MetaMod. MetaMod gives you the ability to do something that Joomla cannot do out of the box, and that is schedule your modules or combine modules based on a certain set of parameters. I've already installed MetaMod, so let's go and take a look at what it can do for you. We're going to not show the title, and we're going to enable it, and we're putting it on the right position. Again, that'll depend on your situation and where you want this to be. I only want these to be on the home page just for fun. So, my left margin is set up. Now let's get to the good stuff. MetaMod is basically a way of bringing modules to a page based on any parameter that you can think of. Let's look at some of the built-in ones, and then we'll look at some of the PHP that you can use to really make this shine. MetaMod offers basic Joomla caching. We're going to leave that the way it is. You can put a class suffix to it. We'll talk about that in our template sessions a little bit. This is where we can really start to make MetaMod shine. Let's put in a date here, 2010 07/01. So it's going to start to display on the 1st of July, and it's going to stop displaying on the 1st of September. Time zone is Joomla default. You could set a time zone anywhere. I'm in the Eastern time zone, so let's go ahead and select Detroit. I can show this to all users, logged in users, or not logged in users. This is one of the great things about MetaMod as well. If you wanted to show your login box when people were not logged in, of course, you would pick this one and then put login as one of the modules that you're including. That way, when people were logged in, that whole "Hi Rod, welcome to the site" type thing goes away, as well as does the login button, which could be problematic, but that's an example of using it only for non-logged in users, so only people who are logged in can see it. Ever wanted to have a module displayed for a particular country or region or city? This is how you do it. You need to go and get, according to the instructions here, you need a GeoIP database. And here are all the instructions to do that. For full city and location features, get GeoLite City, GeoIP City databases. There are free and commercial versions as well. But once you get that and install it, then you just go, I only want this to show up for the US. It's really simple to install these GeoIP functions. Just click there, you'll get the direct download. And then we just have to install it in our Joomla root GeoIP/GeoIP.dat file. So let's go ahead and unzip that file. So we now have to put that in a directory in our root. So we create GeoIP, and I'm just going to move that. Again, I'm on a Mac. If you were on a PC, you'd do it your PC way. And there's my GeoIP file folder. And now that's moved in. So now I'm set. All I have to do now is include the countries that I want this to be in, or exclude the countries that I don't want my site to be viewable from. Language handling. How is MetaMod going to handle the language that Joomla returns? Generally speaking, just leave it the preferred language. If there are multiple modules selected with MetaMod, how are you going to show them? Multiple divs for rounded corners, in a table, horizontal, uses XHTML, and a div uses H3 for the title, or just no div, no title. Let's leave it at the default at this point. That will throw all of the modules that we're using into multiple divs with H3 for the title. Here are the available modules that we can use. Now, it's not a matter of just clicking on these. We actually have to put in the ID of the module we want to use, and it's very simple. Let's say I want to use the latest news module. I would put 19, and my Super Bowl poll, number 53. I just separate them by a comma, and again, you can see those here. Let's go ahead and hit save, and go over to our home page, hit refresh, and so now my latest news and my Super Bowl poll are here. This is MetaMod, and just to confirm that, let's go ahead and show the title, and you'll see MetaMod here. Now, I'm not logged in on the front end at this point, so let's show it just for logged in users only. Go over, hit refresh, And the MetaMod modules are gone, but the title is still here because it's in the position. And that's why I recommend don't show the title. If I say non-logged in users only, hit apply, come over, hit to my front page, hit refresh, my MetaMod modules are back. But if I go and log in now, MetaMod modules are gone. So you can start to see the power of this module. So let's make it for all users. And let's include a couple more modules here. Let's include 21 and 27. Now you'll notice MetaMod puts them nicely in right here in the MetaMod position. Let's get rid of those. And now we're going to include some via PHP. Let's take a look down here and see some of the options. These are really cool. And there's lots more recipes, what they call recipes here at the MetaMod homepage. Let's say I just want them to be here on Saturday. Now, it happens to be Saturday today. Yes, I'm working on a Saturday. Well, according to MetaMod, Saturday is day number 6. Now, because I've got 2 slashes here, I don't have to worry about this because this means it's a comment. What this is going to do is, if it's Saturday, it's going to return module position number 67, which, as you can see, we don't actually have. So let's change that to module number 19. So if today is Saturday, then it's going to show the latest news. Let's go ahead and click apply, hit refresh, and the only thing that's showing now in my MetaMod is the latest news because today is Saturday. Now start to think this through. You could have multiple copies of MetaMod pulling different module positions on different days of the week. It's as simple as that. Alright, let me give you one illustration of how PHP can be really, really powerful here. You have access to the PHP variables listed here, and there are a ton of what's called recipes here on the MetaMod page under MetaMod Pro Recipes. I'm going to show you one just to illustrate the power here, and you'll be able to use these in your own MetaMod modules. So, it's basic PHP with a twist, and if you know PHP, you'll recognize that there are some differences here, especially in the if-then statements, but basically they're all outlined in the recipes on the MetaMod homepage. This one is going to say, if Rod, the username Rod is logged in, then show number 27, which is the search function. If Rod is not logged in, then show number 18, the login. Now, this is a specific username variable. If you wanted to show certain modules for certain users on your site, for instance, you could set up module positions just for me, just for you, just for a user. Something that I often do is I set up style guides for a number of the users on the site. But I only want the style guides to be visible when those users are logged in. This is a great way to do it. So, search username is Rod, and if I'm logged in, it's going to show again number 27, which is the search. If I'm not, it's going to show the login button. So let's go back over, hit apply, and go to my home page. Now I've logged out, and so now you see in the MetaMod my login form. Let's go ahead and log in as me, and the search shows up. If that had been any other user, that would not have shown up. It would have just been blank. That gives you a little bit of the taste of the power of MetaMod. As I mentioned, there are many, many recipes here on the MetaMod homepage. And if you're interested in using this module, I'd encourage you to look at this because they are a little bit tricky and it's not regular PHP. One of the things that they have on their site is called Joom Genius. And what that does is it allows MetaMod to shortcut all of the PHP commands for you and gives you a bunch of built-in ones. So again, that's something you can look at if you're interested. I would say this, if you are interested in MetaMod, the place to get support for MetaMod is here, probably not at ostraining.com, simply because we're not MetaMod experts, and they have fantastic support through their forums here at MetaMod.